sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. It's Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Michael Badgley will be the first to get this one going. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
There's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen. And anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time.
Mahomes now on second down. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face third and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick fourth down.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Back deep for the Colts, Anthony Gould. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You know, how often do we see guys in the league, Mike, that are former first-round picks? They get significant starting time with their original franchise, and then there's a change of address, right? They got to go play for a new team and start a new chapter of their career. Some guys take it and run with it, and some guys we never hear from again. I have a funny feeling this situation he's walking into in Indianapolis, I think, is a really good one for NFL quarterbacks. I think he has some pieces around him, and I think people don't appreciate the kind of athlete and the skill set that Daniel Jones has.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. Third down coming up. Gun, it's Jones. Catch made, that's Pittman. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
The Chiefs offense ready now for their second drive. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
To number 1, Xavier Worthy. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 1. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Kelce opens his account, his first catch, and a first down to boot.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14 and a first down, Chiefs.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Pacheco, the Chiefs ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one's good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. The outside catch made by Worthy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kansas City.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Colts nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Jones gonna hang on to it here. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. That one good for 29.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This is an area of Daniel Jones' game, Mike, that I think people often overlook. He is sneaky fast, and when he gets out into open space, very rarely can anybody catch him.
He'll take off again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
13 more yards.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickups. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard
The defense
line.
is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down. 1st and goal.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. Good blocking, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. He's got it. And the Colts will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but We've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. First and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Nick Cross will bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Colts' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's over the middle and caught by Rice. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
Chiefs. First down. A gain of 15. First down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. The second down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, Mahomes. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work.
40-yard line.
On first down, Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Caleb. And that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Taken down back at
These
the
are the
42.
impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 3rd down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Jones. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Mike Dana in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Here's Jones. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
16 yards.
16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 16 yards. And a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray.
Complete to Noah Gray. Out of bounds just past midfield.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Patrick to throw. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Left side in the hands of Rice. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw again. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Throw on the run is complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mahomes going to look to run with this one. The ball comes out. The Colts have got it. Well, they come up with a turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll begin with first down from their own 11. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
It is 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Jones. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Chiefs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Rice open. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chiefs.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down.
They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 28-yard line.
Second down and 3. On the ground, here's Pacheco. He'll get this inside the 20, and nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
It's a gain of 11.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll swoop, and he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his second touchdown tonight.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will get out in front 17-7.
Colts 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Jones now on first down. That one complete to Pierce. The signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
9. Brings up second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Second and a yard. From the gun, it's Jones. Completing this one to Downs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's first and 10. Throwing now is Jones. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Doolin, and their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts. First and 10. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Derek Notting there to bring him down.
33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 33, here's second down and 6. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Here comes third and 6. Shotgun now for Jones. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 22-yard
The Chiefs
line.
offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Chiefs first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the air from Mahomes. Headed left, buying time. He keeps it himself, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 14. First down, Kansas City.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He runs with it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
Now it is 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He's going to run it, and he's in! Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Butker now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Chiefs up their lead. It's now 24-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they will bring this inside the 20s. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 42 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Allen Pierce, touchdown Indianapolis.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Badgley now to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts back within 10. It's now 24-14.
Colts 14. Mike Badgley set
The
to
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Mahomes now on second down. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
That is caught out wide on the RPO.
Mahomes pass complete to Rashee Rice. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Here's Mahomes. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The Colts offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Jones. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 36-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go. To throw is Jones. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Jones keeping this one. And he's down at the 3. What a run. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Here's Jones to throw. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Jones now on 3rd and goal. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? 3rd and goal. Jones. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs' offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Mahomes back. Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
3 yards.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do after the catch.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
That's another.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes. The short throw taken in by Kelsey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. First down and more inside the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. And they're able to pop off a big run.
He takes off.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. That is caught. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he's got another one. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. A lot of bodies down there, but there's one with the football. The quarterback, it's all that matters. Breaks the plane for the touchdown.
And all that quarterback is looking for, Mike, is the smallest of creases before that snap. Once he identifies it, all that's left to do is put your head down, get behind the big boys up front, and drive the legs across the goal line.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back to work. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. That's out quickly to Pittman. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
That is caught downfield by Pierce. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Second and 5. Again, it's Jones. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
The 16-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs. The zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding.
And he will score! Game on! Daniel Jones! Touchdown, Indy! He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Badgley for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts will cut the deficit to 7.
Makes the score, Chiefs 31, Colts 24. Mike Badgley.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Remigio now on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Back at the 18-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll step up and run this. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
38-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. They get 15 on that game. First down, KC.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. How to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it. For my partner, Greg Olsen, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Indianapolis.